Hey, what's going on? It's the Wawa Willis. How you doing? Tuko sawa? Yeah? All right. Now, I've seen a lot of conversations going on online and thought that this is a rare teachable moment. So first of all, let's get a few things out of the way. The GENGETON Festival was not my event. If you look at the posters, if you want to find out who organized the show, you can see at the bottom of each poster, they're the official sponsors and organizers of the event. So it wasn't my event. I attended basically as an MC and as an artist. And in this case, I like to just refer to myself as upcoming artist because, I'm new to the game. So that off the way, event haikuwa yangu, and I was an MC and an artist. Now, so when we got there, the way it was set up was during the day. It was supposed to be just my hype to it. I mean, it's a festival. You come kule nini. That's how it was supposed to be. So during the day, it was just hype. So again, the pictures that you're seeing I was hyping just the guys who were there at the time. As the day progressed, of course, more people started coming in. And so it was supposed to be upcoming artists of Peo Patiao. And then eventually, at the end, the sort of the GENGETON elite now take over from there. And so we were getting ready for this. And so when we went down, I was emceeing with my homeboy, Shatter Boy. And so as we were going through, went backstage and started talking to the artists. I'm like, all right, guys, so who's going to come next? Because already there was that. It wasn't so well coordinated. So who's going to come next? So I talked to the artists, and most of them, if not all, told me that, hey, we want to perform, but we've not been paid. The half of what's left. And the rule is always for most artists that unanilipa half, tunaanza kupush event, nini. By the time I'm stepping on the stage, nafaa kuwa nimemaliziwa. And rightfully so. That's the way it's supposed to be. So I told them, I said, guys, musiata nyi musiperform. Yeah. And you can ask them. I told most of them that. I said, don't perform. If you've not been paid, don't get up on stage. I was on stage partly because I didn't know the cracks of the matter because hata mimi nilikuwa niende perform, hata mimi nilikuwa niende nitishe yangu kabla nipande. But it got to the point where now, as we were talking to all these artists, I started feeling really, actually really sad, because we've had quite a year in terms of the Rona. So to tell artists that you guys just perform and we'll organize this thing by another time, we'll get your money another time. How many times have they been told that? And wamerukwa. So I told them, I was very categorical. I was with the manager of Ochunglo, Sailors, talked to Kinabogi Genje, Gouache, most of them. I said, guys, if you guys step on this stage and perform and you've not been paid, then we will never break this cycle of people being taken advantage of. More so, GENGETON artists. They are responsible for putting Kenyan music again on the map. And respect to all other artists, sour. But when GENGETON came through, everybody started looking. Tanzania started looking. Nigeria started looking. They're like, things are getting intense in Kenya. What's this GENGETON sound? So they helped so much in the Play KE movement. They started recording with phones. It was an opportunity for them to get out and make the most of their lives. And that's what people forget. That this is their lives. In the way you wake up and go to that 8 to 5, this is what they do on the daily. They're working hard. So when we started talking about the whole issue, I started calling the organizer. I'm like, hey, bro, come through and let's talk this thing out with these guys because they're not going to get on stage. Some of them at some point even wanted to leave. So we gathered around, and we started talking. And the organizer was like, the money is available on the ticketing platform, but we have to wait until probably Monday so that we get the money to you guys. And that's when I started seeing like certain realities, from the managers and from the artists saying, hey, bro, we've had this thing so many times. Right now, it's that time. It was like around 8:14. The event is supposed to end at 9. We have about 6-7 groups who are supposed to perform, give their best, and they haven't been paid. By the time I tumalize conversation, it will be heading towards 9. Kuna curfew. These guys are coming from different parts. They were saying, hey, it's cool. I'll go to Huruma. I'll go to Kayole. I'll go to all these places. Nantakwa peke yangu. At that time, you guys here, you organizers won't be there. When the cops wananishika juu curfew imefika, juu watu walikuwa wako, there's going to be traffic leaving Machakos People's Park. So basically, this is what I have to say. And you've seen a lot of people saying that they deserve to be paid, and they do. It is immoral for any organizer to have an event and not pay the artists before they get on stage. It is a craft. These guys, this is their livelihood. It is a craft. It is a creative space. It is what they're doing. It is what they're depending on to survive, to put food on the table for their families. It is what is, for some, even just their saving grace. The thing that is keeping them sane, the thing that is keeping them, even to some extent, alive. So for you to mess up with somebody's livelihood, especially these artists, I mean, I'm talking about artists all over, and it's not a new thing. Artists will tell you that organizers waruka sana, and that's why they came with this thing for hata heri basi nikange kwa hoteli yangu until you pay me my full amount, because tukishamalizana tutakupata wapi? Utazima simu, utazidi, utaenda. So my message to organizers is, don't take artists for granted. My message to the artists is, keep speaking up. Talk. And what happened for me at that event, when I saw now that there's a lot of push and pull and it looks like they're not going to give people their money and their worth, I left. I took myself, my crew, and we got in the car and we left. I say got in the car and left because also, remember, people go to this event different, even for the artists, because it's showbiz. They want to come, they want to hire vehicles, they want to come with their mbogi. Easy vituzote, that's money. And they're banking on nikishalipwa takusort. Because again, people, it's been a COVID year. So we don't have the float and money that we want. So for artists, speak up. Let this be the beginning of the conversation where we are saying we are not going to be taken for granted anymore, no matter who you are, whether you are big-time corporate or whether you are inaugural event. So speak up. It is immoral, I say again, not to pay artists their dues, not to pay anyone their dues, because everybody talks bad about Gengeton, but si muwa muna watch. Hizo views zinatoka wapi? Si ni nyinyi. That's why also it's a little bit hypocritical, isn't it? For you to say, oh, and even the arguments online, you're saying guys saying, oh, we're going to charge 1,000 bob, it was too high. Anyway, it's okay. But that's the thing. How do you guys view these Gengeton artists? Why do they look like less than? Why do you begin the conversations with less than ghetto? Ukenda event Gengeton lazima sijui ati uchek kama uko na mavitu zako, oh utaibiwa, oh nini. If you keep doing that, it is what I like to call rudimentary thinking, almost colonial. And I just want to say I continue to fully support Gengeton and Gengeton artists and artists in general. I am a firm believer that artists should be paid their due, whether you're in Gengeton or not, whether you're a tattoo artist, whether you're a makeup artist, whatever form of creative art you're doing, photographer, videographer, whatever it is your contribution is in the creative space, you should be paid your due. Because tukileta hapa kina wale wasa kutoka nchi zingine, uwa unasikia tu, unajua ule msee hawezi landa hata Kenya kabla amaliziwe pesa yake. And for them it's normal. But ikifika artist wetu wa Kenya, ati sasa tunanyamaza. Sasa we can tell them, tupatane Monday, tupatane Tuesday. No. It's time that we treat all artists equally, especially artists wetu wa Kenya. We must treat them with the respect that they deserve because they are working. Corona, this season has been so tough. Personally, there are people who are giving up. Guys are in depression. And then you guys come here, you who are also in depression because you're now starting to tweet and attack people online because you're trying to release your stress on other people or impose your thoughts and views on other people. No, man. Let us be serious about it. And I hope that this starts the conversation that artists need to be respected, need to be paid, and they should demand it and not be quiet. So wase wangu, wa GENGETON, more life to you. And wase wangu, all artists, whether upcoming, whether established, whether whoever you are and you're an artist. There are so many songs that have been said, and I will want to quote King Kaka. Toeni hizo njugu kwa tebo, misilipwangi in peanuts. Successful people look like you, and God loves you, and that will never change.